show you what a finished product looks like with a tension rod. Basically, the tension rod is going to be used for hanging artwork for my son. And we have these little clips that you can buy and has a hook and goes on. But, you know, with the sheet, you're going to need, you know, two. But anyhow, this is what the finished product will look like. So today, I'm going to show you step by step to how to install your own tension rods without having to pay someone. Here, I'm going to drill the holes. I centered out the center of where the tripod that this is going to sit, and the holes here, which I have dotted in red and already made sure that they're level and square, are already pre-done. So all I have to do is zip in, and what we're going to do after we zip those holes in, because there's no studs here, we are going to affix a stud sinker, which basically, once it's in the wall, because there's no stud, when you put the screw in through here, this thing balloons out and make sure it's secure into the wall.
Just make sure your house stays warm. As you can see, there's definitely no studs in here. Nothing but insulation. So
I pre-drilled the holes to 3/16, and as you can see, the hole is a little bit smaller than the insertion of the anchor. So basically, you can use a hammer, but I know you don't really need a hammer, so make sure it's flush. And as you can see, it has a Phillips head, and it has grooves in here, so you're going to go ahead and turn it, and it's going to go ahead and turn into your wall until it is flush. After installing these, see how they're nice and flush, that they're already preset.
On both sides, right?
Yeah, on both sides. I'm just going to go ahead and put them in by drill, because it will take a while, because these are pretty deep. You don't want to make sure not to over tighten them, as you can break them, and then it's pretty much useless if you break it, because then you have to dig the other one out, and then you have material that does not. After zipping them in with the electric drill, I'm going to go ahead and go back, because I didn't completely tighten them. You just want to hand tighten them. You don't want to over tighten it, because like I said before, you'll break it and that product becomes useless. And that is nice and hand tight.
Perfect. Now the next one.
Okay, now that these are in, they come with these little cover plates. You go ahead and slide it over, and they actually lock into place, but they can, with some force, be taken off. Okay, for the next part of your tension rod is here. You're going to undo the little Allen wrenches.
At the bottom, right?
At the bottom or at the top, because it just depends on how it threads in. So it could be either at the top or at the bottom. What's going to happen is you're going to stick the end,
Which has the plastic, right?
which has a plastic piece, in the little hole. You're going to shove it in there, if you still have a little extra out, go ahead and shove it in there. I don't have nails, so if a lady's doing this, this would be a good time to have nails. So you go ahead and put that in.
And tighten it with that, right?
Yeah. Okay, so basically the instructions say that you want to measure 5/8 from the first thread to the end of the thread, which this is 5/8. And this right here is a little over 5/8. But both of these have to be 5/8 in order for this to work properly. Okay, we're both at 5/8. On the other side, you gotta loosen the little Allen wrenches, the little screws that have the Allen wrench head on it, so the rod will go in. But first, you want to measure about the edge of this right here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to cut it with what we call dikes, because this is a steel braided line and it's kind of strong and scissors will not work, period. So now that we have what we exactly want to specs, we're going to go ahead and take the dikes, even it up right there, and we're going to go ahead and cut it. Okay, just like the other side, you are going to stick this in.
With the plastic end, right?
Yes.
And tighten with the Allen wrench again.
Yeah. And like I said, the little Allen wrench is good for shoving that little plastic piece in, if you don't have nails. We're going to go ahead and tighten this thing down first. And give it a little extra man there. Or woman, whoever's doing it. Okay, see how it's loose? This was by design. You can take your little Allen wrench with this thing again. There's a tiny little hole that the Allen wrench will fit into. And you will turn and turn, and as you can see, every time you turn, the line gets
Tighter.
Okay, so in turn, this is the finished product. Like you saw before I did the installation. I told you what it would look like and what to do step by step, and this is the finished product. I hope you enjoy my video, and this is a prime example that anything can be done with very little out of pocket.